What's shaking, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Kajagoogoo. Once again, shout out to Han Solo, friend and champion of the channel. We're going through their very best of compilation CD. I believe it's from like the mid-90s, I think 96. And yeah, we're going to listen to a tune, Charm of a Gun, which is interesting. When I reacted to the first track, which was called, once again, as I forget, Big Apple. Yeah, I went into that for some reason thinking that they might have sort of a sound or a style similar to a number of early 80s groups I've been going through, which is to say a sort of like dark and sort of complex tone, sort of heavy atmosphere. But no, a number of people commented like, oh, dark and Kajagoogoo are two words that I would not necessarily associate. So I do have that reframe now that their pop is a bit more, let's say, bright and euphoric, at least some of the tracks. So yeah, I have that fixed in my head now, but it's interesting because the tune Charm of a Gun, it's got a bit of tension to it, right? It's a bit sort of contradictory or oxymoronical, like something that is charming is something which, you know, catches your fancy and seems like a nice and pleasant addition or aspect to whatever the situation is. Whereas a gun, you know, fundamentally it's designed to harm and or kill biological creatures, whether human or otherwise. And obviously there are a number of different contexts in which that could take place. But ultimately, yeah, it has a tension to it because a gun is something which speaks to violence, which speaks to, you know, loud, intense happenings, whereas charm is something that's very like comfortable and familiar and something that you welcome. So yeah, there's a tension to it, which, you know, again, a more euphoric pop group using a title like that, it has sort of an interesting quality to it. So I guess we'll find out. This is Kajagoogoo, Charm of a Gun, and it's the second track on their 1996 compilation album, The Very Best of Kajagoogoo. Knock on your door and ask you your name. Come to waste your time. Come to waste your time? It's like, look, sorry, I gotta work tomorrow. Chase away fear. A man comes up to Apple some heavy smoking gear. I say no, thanks a lot. I don't shoot that stuff. Need a bad gun came out. No ain't good enough. Stop and look around, or maybe you won't get much older. Get much older. People with ambition, there is danger around the corner. Some people live on the streets by night and come with a jungle gun. Some people live on the streets all night, come with a jungle gun. In this world we're living in, a very narrow line separates all the time. If by chance the lunatic gets the final vote, this could be your surname. I would roll the boat. If you're passing through, you better keep your own. We're talking about some big concepts here: politics, society. Keep from asking questions if you wanna keep on living. Some people live on the streets by night and come with a jungle gun. Some people what that line's about. Is it about crime? Is it about homelessness? Is it about... It's a groovy tune, though. Got a lot of twang to it. moment it was giving me like Simple Minds vibes. Not here, but. Need more of that female voice. Give me a bit of like Alison Boyer vibes. That's always a good thing. Really great, and it felt like it was about bigger, more like significant issues than maybe I thought. I thought maybe it would be about that tension that like sometimes there's things that are beautiful but dangerous. There are things that can like lead to great harm, but for other people are sort of charming and so on. I thought it would be about that tension, but there were lines about like, oh, whoever gets to cast the last vote, and that's going to impact society. So yeah, it felt like it was about bigger things than I expected. It was a sort of bright tune, but there were some moments which had some like real tension to them, which I enjoyed. So yeah, a really cool tune. Again, it's one of these things where groups that I have no experience listening to. Kajagoogoo is a name I heard. It was like I think I mentioned before, I thought it was like a film, and then I learned no, actually it's a group. So yeah, groups that I really have no context whatsoever for, it's going to take me a few tracks to get a sense of their flavor. So I know people are helping me and sort of guiding me. But yeah, once I hear a few more of their tracks, I imagine I'll get a bit of a sense of what Kajagoogoo is all about. So in any case, let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.